Yeah, I should have a picture of this. All three of you are a perfect study in ravenous appetites.
We haven't been eating very well, Sean. Sorry for the pig out.
Oh, don't worry about it. Enjoy. But you know what they say about hefty appetites? It either comes from huge successes or huge frustrations.
No frustration in this case.
Oh, then you were successful.
Well, let's put it this way. Things are turning out in a very interesting fashion. Wouldn't you agree?
We've got everything we expected to.
No big surprises?
The big surprise is that everything turned out all right.
Oh. You must all be exhausted, huh?
He's right. We should be. Put another pig on the barbie.
Talk our way into the silver shop.
So I gather you got what you wanted.
What we wanted and what we found in that shop were poles apart.
Oh.
Yeah, well, we got ourselves into a trap, but what's more important, we also got ourselves out of it.
And we found the glyphs by accident.
That was the real break.
Where did you find the glyph, by the way?
In the bottom of a trough just outside the shop.
It was a remarkable piece of luck, wasn't it?
Well, it would have been even more remarkable if the digital hadn't been broken after it got dropped in the silver shop.
Yeah. We can't decipher the glyphs. That's why we've come to a grinding halt.
Well, I hope it's not a permanent one, huh?
You don't happen to have another digital line about, do you?
No, I'm afraid I don't, Robert.
Can you get one somewhere?
I don't know. Anyway, that'd take a couple of days.
But we don't have that kind of time.
No, hardly any, as a matter of fact. There's something that I think you should know. I ran into Cruz and Peter in the marketplace.
Cruz?
With Peter. She introduced him as her brother Carlos, but from the descriptions I've heard of Peter, I knew it was him.
I see.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. Don't worry about it. Something I suspected. Now I know.
Well, since Peter has the jump on us, it's all the more important that we get the digital in working order.
Look, I'm pretty good with gadgets and instruments, so why don't I fiddle around with it for a while, see if I can fix it.
Sean, you could be a godsend.
Well, look, I said I would try, Lou. But if I'm lucky, then you won't have lost any more time than necessary.
Good, because we can't afford to lose any more.
No, we're going one step back, one to the side, 3, 4. I feel like I'm doing the cha-cha.
I know.
Listen, mate, you get the photograph, I'll get the digital.
All right.
All right.
It appears to me that the next item on the scepter is a steeple with some kind of circle in it.
Have a look at that.
What is this symbol here?
I don't know, Robert. It's all guesswork.
Well, go ahead and guess, man. We need your guesswork.
Yeah, well, it appears to be one of those old mission churches.
Well, what would the circle be?
Well, look, you see, when they made a lot of the older churches, the Spanish fathers began to incorporate a lot of the ancient pagan symbols and beliefs into the structure. Now, this circle could be a head of Quetzalcoatl.
The Aztec god.
That's right. You see, Quetzalcoatl is actually a bird that was common to both Central and South America, but the most important fact is the feathered serpent god of the Aztec culture and the Toltec.
So, the Padres were trying to keep the natives happy by incorporating certain of their gods in religious buildings.
Exactly.
So,
in other words, no, the builders were trying to, well, they were just paying homage to the pagan beliefs.
All right, is this symbol common amongst mission churches?
No, actually, it's quite rare, but wait a minute. You know, now that I think about it, I know of a mission church that has that statue in it. It's a landmark, and the statue is off to the side.
Well, that would be great if that's it. We'd go directly to the church. We won't have to backtrack to the spring.
All right, look, I've mapped out a route for you to the church.
Better yet, come with us. You know the territory.
Would you do that? We can't afford to bollocks this up.
Look, I will do anything you guys want me to do, but I think right now this is a case of first things first, don't you?
Such as?
Such as if we are in the need of time, then it's final I start on the digital.
Right, we're in trouble without it.
I'll do my best to get it fixed.
Good. Well, we might as well get some shut-eye until that thing's working.
Now, actually, that is the best idea you have had all day, excuse me.
Coming, Lou?
Yeah, I want to try and put a call through to Laura first.
Listen, mate, you'd be better off visiting in person. You connect with Laura?
Yes, she's fine. Everything's cool.
Good. We're coming up roses on all fronts.
How so?
Digital's been repaired.
Did Donnelly agree to come with us?
Yes, he seems to have.
Right now? We're going to go?
Well, I don't see any reason to wait, do you? We've got the digital, we've got the directions to the place, and if the directions don't work, we've got the glyphs.
How's about you getting a good night's sleep? To be Besides, right here.
What?
In a nice, comfortable bed. Right here.
But you and Luke just agreed we're going to leave right now.
Luke and I will go, love. You will stay here.
Why?
Just do as I say, will you?
But this is ridiculous. Of course I'm going with you.
No, you're not.
Oh, just like that. You decided I'm not going? But may I ask why?
I worry about you.
Oh, that's absurd.
It is not. Look, I've got enough problems looking out for myself without worrying about you, too.
I can take care of myself just as well as you can take care of yourself. And I've been a lot of help, haven't I, Luke?
Oh, no. No, I think I'm going to let you two settle this on your own.
Oh, thanks a bunch.
Look, I'm sorry, Holly, but I agree with Robert.
Oh, you do you?
It isn't that you don't contribute. You've been great, but it's... I don't know.
Oh, thank you.
Well, when you love somebody, you're concerned about their safety all the time. I remember when Robert and I were dealing with the Cassidy.
Right.
And Laura was there, and she, she was a lot of help, but it was a drag for me because I was always worried about her protection, about her being hurt.
That is the most convoluted comment I have ever heard you make. And what's more, it's sexist. I am not fragile.
No one...
And nobody has to hold my hand.
No one has said you were fragile, darling.
Well, then why are you worried about my going along?
The explanation is a simple one. I happen to love you.
Oh, please don't give me that.
Providence. The federale who's after you is waiting in the patio.
Oh, terrific.
What are we going to do? Well, I want you two to go out the back way. The Jeep is already packed.
What about...
Don't worry about it. Holly and I will take care of him. Come on, let's go.
What you doing?
Will you please? This is not the time to argue, Holly. Come on.
Well, this is quite a surprise, Senor. I did not expect to see you here in the home of Senor Donald.
No, Mrs. Scorpio is a very dear friend of mine.
I see.
And married to a very important man in the United States.
I see.
Yes, he happens to be the police commissioner of a city called Port Charles.
Oh, that explains it.
It explains what?
Your interest in outlaws. Senora Scorpio and I met because of a picture we had posted. A wanted poster.
Oh, I see.
And I followed your advice. I went to look for the man in the picture in the town you suggested.
Did you find him?
Por desgracia, no. I asked many questions, but no one had even seen him.
That's so typical.
Perdón? Typical?
Oh, típico figurativo.
Oh, típico. ¿En what way, senora?
Well, I meant, criminals can be so fiendishly clever at eluding the authorities. My husband is constantly complaining about that.
This man, yes, he is clever, but I will have him. In good time.
Oh,
You may
sure.
rest assured.
Oh, I'm sure of that, amigo. Tell me, what's he done?
Lord, I thought that man would never leave.
You did just fine, Holly.
Oh, I'd have been a total loss if you hadn't have set the stage for me.
Oh, it was a natural. Why wouldn't Paco believe the wife of a police commissioner?
I wasn't too nervous.
No, not that it showed.
And my frustration?
All right, tell me about your frustration.
Nothing.
Oh, come on, Holly. I do notice that you're not overly elated about your superb performance.
No, you're right.
Look, because of you, both Luke and Robert got away safely.
I didn't do it on my own.
All right, since we did it together, why don't we celebrate our success? I'll go make us a couple of hefty margaritas, huh?
I don't feel like celebrating.
All right, then will you please tell me what's bothering you?
I should have been with Robert and Luke. I wanted to be.
Oh, come on, Holly, be sensible. They couldn't have waited around for you while we entertained Paco.
You know something? I think they were actually thrilled to be rid of me.
Then you're disappointed.
Right. Actually, I'm not just disappointed. I could wring their necks. If I see them again, I think I will.
Don't worry about it. You'll see them soon enough.
I'm not worried. I'm just really upset with their attitudes.
It'll pass.
You think so?
I know so. I'm an expert.
Maybe I shouldn't have mentioned about Cruz and Peter.
No, on the contrary, I think you did the right thing. You know, you just need something to help you forget your wounded pride, that's all.
It's going to take an awful lot.
I'm up to it.
What?
Oh, you may not know it, but your loss happens to be my gain, and I plan to show my gratitude.
I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean your game?
Well, I probably should have said my pleasure, because I'm going to do my level best to keep you fully occupied while they're away.
That's exactly what I'm afraid of.